The little lamb didn't want to walk, so it jumped onto its mother's back, hoping she would carry it, but the mother didn't indulge it and simply tossed it off. The little lamb was upset and picked up a small stone to throw at its mother. The mother wouldn't let the lamb misbehave, but the little lamb wouldn't listen and just sat on the ground throwing a tantrum. The mother had no choice but to drag the little lamb along as they continued forward. Unexpectedly, the little lamb started acting up again. It stepped on a rock and pulled forward with all its might, and the strong force snapped the rope connecting the two sheep. Because of the momentum, the little lamb fell down, but luckily a rock below the cliff caught it. This frightened the mother sheep, who told the little lamb not to move around. Unexpectedly, the little lamb became rebellious again. It stomped hard on a rock, causing the rock to break, and slid all the way down with the rock. At this moment, in the small villa at the foot of the mountain, the giant was enjoying tea with his beloved porcelain. Suddenly, a little lamb rushed in and smashed his cherished porcelain to pieces. The giant was so furious that he gnashed his teeth, grabbed the little lamb, and was about to eat it. The mother sheep was anxiously pacing back and forth on the mountain, wanting to go down and save her lamb. Carelessly, she slipped and tumbled down the mountainside, sliding all the way to the foot of the mountain, where she fainted. The giant trapped the little lamb and began preparing the ingredients for a roast lamb. However, the little lamb ran around wildly with a pot lid on its head. Seeing how troublesome the little lamb was, the giant simply threw it directly into the pot, put the lid on, placed it in the oven, and then focused on picking out porcelain plates for eating the roast meat. Inside the oven, the little lamb pushed open the pot lid and saw the chimney. It wanted to escape through it, but having eaten too much, it became too fat and got stuck. As it struggled, the chimney broke off the wall and fell. The little lamb happened to roll right to the giant's feet, which completely enraged the giant. He picked up a kitchen knife, intending to finish it off, but unexpectedly, the beam suddenly broke, and several pieces of wood fell down, nearly smashing the giant's favorite porcelain. This frightened the giant, who hurriedly scooped up his beloved porcelain and placed them in a safe cabinet nearby. The little lamb, watching everything unfold, seemed to have found the giant's weakness, and immediately started causing trouble for the giant's porcelain. Watching his beloved porcelain fall one after another, the giant's heart shattered along with them. He brought over a ladder, determined to catch the little lamb himself. But the lamb leapt onto a nearby shelf by stepping on the giant, untied the ropes securing the wine barrels, and sent all the barrels rolling down, smashing a hole in the floor. Still not satisfied, the little lamb jumped onto the giant's safe, testing the giant's limits again and again. Seeing his most cherished porcelain inside the safe, the giant was so frightened that he dropped to his knees, hoping the little lamb would spare him, but the lamb still stomped down hard. The safe fell and plunged straight into the rushing river. The giant collapsed to the ground as if all his strength had been drained, instantly losing his temper. In fact, the little lamb was right beside him, but the giant didn't even want to pay attention. Seeing the giant in such pain, the little lamb seemed to realize his mistake, so he left the giant and started busying himself around the room. After a lot of effort, he finally managed to piece together a set of battered, shabby teaware. Looking at the little lamb in front of him, the giant chose to forgive. Since what was lost could never be recovered, he decided to cherish what he had right now. Just then, the mother sheep came looking for them. When the little lamb saw his mother, he happily ran up to her. Watching the little lamb leave, the spark that had just been kindled in the giant's heart was extinguished once again, and he fell back into loneliness. Suddenly, the little lamb invited him to go on a journey together. The giant happily walked out, picked up the lamb and placed it on his shoulder. As he turned around, the house beside them collapsed with a loud crash. Unexpectedly, the little lamb's unintentional action ended up saving the giant's life. As the saying goes, a blessing may come in disguise. Although he lost his most beloved porcelain, he gained an even more precious friendship, left that dark house behind, and set off on a new journey together with the little lamb.